And now to the changing attitude toward the communist regime inside China. A 26-year-old man who grew up in Wuhan is currently working in public relations at an internet company in Beijing. It's a job that pays very well. At just 11 years old, he learned how to overcome the internet blockade in China and got a hold of many sensitive pieces of information. But he hid his observations and just did his job pursuing a better life. Years later, the Wuhan virus came and Beijing is under a so-called wartime status. When his city, Wuhan, went under lockdown, he reflected on his life so far. He said when Beijing drove away the low-income people from other areas who were currently living in Beijing, he told himself he was okay because he's highly skilled and well paid. When he heard about the concentration camps in northern China, he told himself he was safe as he wasn't part of a minority group or religious. And when he sympathized with the Hong Kong people, he told himself he would be safe because he would never go out to protest. But once he learned about his hometown, Wuhan, going under lockdown, his attitude changed. He said this time it was affecting people he knew. Many were infected and some had already died. He said now he couldn't stand it any longer. He had to speak out. He no longer wanted to be part of the silent majority. He quit his job in Beijing. He said he has an obligation to speak up for the dead. He adds once the epidemic passes, he hopes to leave China. And globally, one of Spain's deputy prime ministers is now under self-quarantine after his wife was confirmed to have the coronavirus. And the Spanish football league La Liga is suspending its competitions after one of the world's most valuable soccer teams, the Real Madrid club, announced its soccer and basketball teams will be quarantined. This after one of the players tested positive for the virus. And on the cruise line side, Carnival Corps' Princess Cruises said on Thursday it would suspend global operations of its 18 ships for 2 months due to the outbreak. It's the operator of 2 coronavirus-stricken ships. The cruise line added the suspension was out of an abundance of caution.